What did you think of the possibility of the dome getting demolished, and what memories really stick out to you from the Astrodome?
Well, I was a huge fan of the Astrodome, obviously, because when I first saw it, and I came from Dallas, and I first saw it in 1967, I was a big Hank Aaron fan and a big Larry Dierker fan, and growing up as a kid. So when I came down to see Hank Aaron, the Braves happened to be playing the Astros in 1967, and so I see Dierker pitch against Hank Aaron, and I remember just from growing up in Arlington and hearing so much and listening to Gene Elston, Lowell Pass on the radio as a kid, because all the kids in Dallas were rooting for the Colt 45s and the Astros then, because we didn't have Major League Baseball until '72. So there's a myth a lot of times that all the people in Dallas hate Houston teams. We didn't. We were huge Colt 45s and Astros fans in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And so when I saw Hank Aaron face Larry Dierker, I just remember, looking around at this expanse, this beautiful facility, and thinking to myself, what keeps the roof up? All of a sudden, I'm looking around, and it's in the seventh inning. The game went so fast, and I thought, I don't know how many times I'll ever be back here, but this was a wondrous place. And then as it turns out, 10 years later, I get a job down here and get to cover the Houston Astros at the Dome, and it was a great place. The 1980 playoffs, the 86 playoffs, were just so memorable. Billy Hatcher's home run to tie the game in extra innings, and the 86 playoffs, I've never heard the Astrodome so loud for anything, not even the Miami Oilers game where Earl ran down the sideline. I mean, my ears hurt, actually, when Hatcher hit that home run that just barely got inside the foul pole. Even though the Astros didn't win that game, that was still one of the most memorable things and just chilling in a good way memories of the Dome. But they have to tear it down because it's just the only people enjoying it now are the rats, and they're the size of cats in there now. And it just, once they built, Larry Dierker wrote a piece in the Chronicle about this that I agreed 100% with. Once they built Reliance Stadium next to the Dome, the handwriting was on the wall for the Dome's demise. I mean, there's no way that two stadiums like that can prosper. I've always thought, guys, that, and I know I'm in the minority on this, and it's never going to happen, but if we could change the law in Texas where you could have casinos instead of letting them just be in Louisiana and Oklahoma and the surrounding states, and we have dog racing, we have horse racing, I think a casino and a hotel would be the best thing you could ever put in the Astrodome instead of just tearing it down. It'd make money for the county. It'd make money for the city. It would create jobs. They're not going to do it because I don't think we're ever going to get casino gambling approved, at least. I used to think it would be in my lifetime, but I guess not, the way this is headed. And I don't know why, because, like I said, we have the other forms of gambling, but just not casino. And I think that would be a great place to have it over there. And you could have a shrine to Astrodome football and baseball and all the great boxing and Billie Jean King, Bobby Riggs events that we're in. You could have that part of like a theater thing in there, and it could be magnificent and a moneymaker as long as it was casino and casino hotel based. But I think they're going to have to tear it down because there's just nothing that and if you're going to put something in there, it has to be, to me, self-sufficient. It has to make money for the county and the city, and other than a major casino operation, I don't know what would make that much money to sustain it.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.